It's morning. It's way too early for me to actually do this. I think the music's gonna turn on, so I'll go switch this off. Okay. I've actually haven't played the Ace Attorney games. Is that out? Is that out? Is that out? Maybe here? I think here. Backspace. I need to move the controls like Okay. Anyways, I haven't actually played the Ace Attorney games. I did. I played with one of the newer games, two of the newer games. Was it Dual Destinies, and what's the latest one? The Spirit Guide? What is it called? The Spirit one, at least. What is it? What is it called? No? Yes? Yeah, Spirit of Justice. Because I played them, I actually had the consoles for them, so they were actually great. But I haven't played the beginning game, so this is gonna be new. Oh, okay, so there are three. Yes. First turnabout. I'm gonna have to do a lot of reading here. Gas mask. That's kind of creepy. I'm actually allowed to like show this. Oh, damn it! Why me? And I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 AM. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Ooh. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Pretty lady, hello. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the court defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. Is it too loud? Is it still too loud? I can't actually tell. I'll pop it down a bit. Or a bit more. Maybe here-ish? Maybe? I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Click. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Those eyes are interesting. Might do something. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? He's so dramatic. Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? Huh. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspaper says it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. I might do 2 cases, maybe. Hang on. How long are the cases? Maybe no. Pop, 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 pop. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. Move this thing here. No? Yes? Maybe? That there. Okay. That looks good. That I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. Going to do, not gonna do. Going. August 3rd, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct... maybe I'll just wait for the to finish. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your clients. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant would be Larry, because we're the defense. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report to cover so many times. Oh, glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. I don't know it. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court records. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Oh, tab. Attorney badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of deaths, 7? July 31st. 4 PM to 5 PM. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Okay. Okay, remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright. Who is the victim in this case? Profile. Mia Fay, 27, Chief Attorney of Fay & Co., my boss and a very good defense attorney. Larry Butts, age 23. The defendant in this case, a likable guy who has been my friend since grade school. Cindy Stone, age 22. The victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Winston Payne, age 52. The prosecutor for this case lacks presence, generally bad at getting his point across. So, Stone. Backspace? Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because it was a blunt object. I knew that. Kind of, maybe. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Right, isn't there an achievement where you fail? No, I'm not hunting for achievements. I'm just gonna not hunting for achievements. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue. A statue of in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Right? Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab again to check the court record frequently. Is this the record or is this one the record? Okay. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. Chief, what do? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Larry. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls. Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word. Dramatic. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but didn't have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. That's sugar daddies in this game? Daddies? Sugar? Yes, all the men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? That's not a good question, right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? Well, the question was... Let's not. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating sheet up. I actually get to use this at the time like this now. No. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Heh? Heh. Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the Truth, how is that? How is slamming your hand on the table tell? Not gonna question it. Yeah. Yeah, I was there. I went. Dun, dun, dun. I thought I just clicked a thing I shouldn't have clicked. Did I click a thing I shouldn't have clicked? No? Maybe? Yes? Okay, no. I have a lot of like these side keys on the side of just these extra keys on the side of my keyboard. So I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. I don't even know what. Okay. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't at home, man, so like I didn't see her. Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. Actually, I'm gonna bring out a notepad. Probably shouldn't need it, but I like writing down information so I don't have to go into the notes. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Salt to the stand. What is up with these weird names? But saw it? Mr. Salt, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. He's creepy. Mr. Salt, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness account. Let's see. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in our apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. So, 1 p.m. Didn't go inside. Phone wasn't working. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like this. Like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Oh, okay, I can get rid of this. Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sort used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout. So it was from noon to 6 p.m. Okay. Now, Mr. Sort. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, right. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court records and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found out the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay, I will, Chief. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay. Let's start. Maybe I should grab a bit more info. I was going to let's see. So time of death. It's 4 p.m. to 5. Oh, I see a thing already. Because he said that he saw the thingy at where is it? Other you must have left. Where is it? Strange. Quail, no. Police. Oh, the phone wasn't working. That's fine. I knew that. 1. Press Q. So this is 1. 1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. Huh, he seems really confident. 1 p.m. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. Tab. Cause of death. 8. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? I need to make a smug face. I want to make a smug face. I'll do this way. Oh, that. Oh, objection! This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Yes, it is. Explain. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and the whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Okay. More info. Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. Heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. That doesn't work. Voice, television. Because there was a blackout, wasn't it? Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. Can we get straight to Hordo with the, present? Objection? Okay. Time, voice saying it. Because it's a blackout, that's not right. Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right, I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified he heard the time. Present. The blackout. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Think. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah. These noises are fun. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Solid? The court referred to hearing accurate testimony from the very beginning. The constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. Okay, I can get rid of this bit of information. Yeah, I can do that. That's good. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mrs. Solid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Saw? There was a table clock. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit. But the murder weapon's a thinker? That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess I would have explained it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. The murder weapon's not a clock, though. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer must have used it to hit the victim. Do I present or do I press? I'll present. Because... Objection? Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? An attorney. Just answer the question, Mr. Solid. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. So, murder weapon is what up is clock statue. Head is switch. Okay. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Okay. Let's think. Think. So that's a clock. Murder weapons heard the time. But it's a switch. He didn't go inside, did he? Maybe I do have a problem. Hang on. Yeah. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. That's alright, that's alright. Think. Certainly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your memory and your mind. That's how you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all, baseless conjecture? Conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. This is fun. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is writing this. Better think it carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawyer heard was definitely this clock. The fact which is clear if you simply, I don't know, try sounding the clock? Let's sound the clock now, right in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I said made weird. I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That's certainly a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time is it now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Why? Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawyer heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawyer, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha! You forget one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Let's go... So this was 3 hours. Where did she go? Paris. What is the... No. Maybe. I've got to put that. Okay. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright? It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. That means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sword. I come all the way down to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing you can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sword. I love this music, though. Mia! I mean, Chief! Listen up, listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was running 3 hours slow and think through it. I'm already on 30-something minutes. I might just do this one case, because I think the other cases are longer than this one. And if I were to start the next ones, my internet might decide to die midway, so once this case is over, yes, that'll be the end of this stream. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you have your proof. I think it does have to do with her being in Paris, right? Because there's a time difference between Paris and, I'm gonna say this is in Japan. Right. Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Is there no maybe option? Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder? Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. We really don't have a lot. But it has to be this one, at least, I think. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Take that! That was out. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 PM here, it's 1 AM the next day there. The clock wasn't running 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mrs. Sword? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? The puns. Did it? Poor dude. Order? Order, I say. I really want to do like voices for these guys. No. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than what we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. Yes. I didn't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only for a formality, but the court finds this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Yes. Think. And with that, this court is adjourned. Court cases are fun to watch. It turns out that Frank Sword was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day... Oh. Wouldn't that mean that Larry inadvertently caused a death because he left the door open? When Larry went to the apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sword let himself in... Oh no, maybe... Let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sword grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Dunk. And dunked her in the head. Poor lady. Poor Poor something stone. August 3rd, 2:32 PM, District Court, Defense Lobby number 2. Phew! I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, is the next case your case? Another one? Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Cindy. That's her name. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Mia, his name is... Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts innocent. Harry. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. You got money? Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh hey! Oh, the thinker. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? He's got some skill. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? He looks kind of creepy like that. I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to cry? That's not me sobbing. Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah. Right. We do? What in the heck is she talking about? The thinker? The fact that she brought it to Paris? Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Proof positive? Is there no positive proof? Huh. What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Make of it what you will? Make of it what you will. Make of it what you will. Oh, yeah. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. She's so nice, I love her. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be a promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. What? What? Save, yeah. Save. What? What did it turn about what? Brrr. Hello? This is Maya. Maya! Hey Maya, it's me. I'm not supposed to start this one. Cutscene over. Yeah. Mia, what's up? Oh, this is nice music too. What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know, you want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah. Oh, this is the clock. This is the clock. I gotta click that. Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? Oh, talking? Talking? Working? Talking? Working? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take out the clockwork. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside. Papers inside it instead? Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9, to pick it up? I'll be in the pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Beep. Conversation recorded September 7th. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. I wanna pause. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you're a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you are not cogniferous of my background? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. I don't want to know this one yet. My dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye? Chief? Chief? Oh dear lord. Chief? Red, white, blue? Chief? I'm just gonna save this. I wasn't meant to start the next one. What do I do? I might stop it here. Technically, I'll save it here. And then when I do start the next game, I'll start from the first the save then. I don't have to reread that. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna be streaming for today. My next one I'll do the next episode, because I think that one's a bit longer. Gee, one case took me like 40 something minutes. But anyways, that is all. I'll be going now. Bye bye.